Sid, and here are some childhood stories about the one, the only, some even say the scariest place on earth. Dun dun dun. Daycare. Growing up, my mom used to pick me and my brother up from school and drop us off at daycare, and she would go to work and our dad would pick us up. Now, I barely remember daycare, so a lot of this is going to be stuff my parents remember, so let's take a trip down memory lane. One day, my dad was picking me up from daycare, and we had to go get my little brother. And the lady that worked there asked me, "Oh, your mom speaks Spanish. Do you speak Spanish?" And according to my dad, I put my hand on my hip and said, "No." Which he replied, "Sid!" And I supposedly looked at him and said, "What?" And the look on his face was one that was anything but happy. Okay, look, I know I sound like a jerk, but at least we can laugh about it now. The next one was when we were leaving, and my dad had a convertible Mustang that my mom sold on later on. Sadly, I love that car. Anyways, my brother was a little baby at the time, literally a baby. We got into the car and he had to put the top down so my brother wouldn't get cold. And I said, "Why are you putting the top down?" And he said, "So your brother wouldn't get cold." And to which I had replied, "He has a blanket." Okay, the more I'm reading this, the more I'm realizing I was a bit of pain in the butt when I was little, and that these aren't really daycare stories, but it still counts because it happened at the daycare, so don't come for me. But this one story did happen at the daycare with the staff, and I'm not being a brat in this one either. At least I don't think I was. So a couple of years ago, my mom started working at the daycare for some reason, and she worked with the babies. Basically fed them, changed their diapers, the usual, while the parents were working or somewhere else. But a lot of the times, I'd sneak in to help, mainly because I wasn't friends with anyone and I wanted to be with my mom. And sometimes I would want to play with the silly little babies. I mean, who doesn't want to do that? But one time, still petty about this, I got caught by some staff. You need to leave! But that didn't stop me from trying to see my mom. And actually, I got away with it for the rest of the time we were there. But sadly, this is all of the daycare stories, but more content coming soon. I'll make sure you like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye!